Today I'm thrilled to be interviewing Carolyn, servant of Yahweh. Carolyn is the founder of 144 God Code, and it is Carolyn's mission to support and guide others in activating Christ consciousness by clearing and releasing our ancestral karma that keeps us in our bloodline in the loop of separation. So thank you all for tuning in for this interview with Carolyn. And Carolyn, thank you so much for being with us here today.
Thank you for having me. I'm thrilled to be here with you.
So Carolyn, I've been following you for a while, and I think anyone that's in the spiritual industry and who's interested in the health and well-being and energy work would probably know you best from your activation series, such as the Divine Feminine Christ, Sacral Nectar, and the Sisterhood of the Rose. So I was wondering if you could share with us a little bit about your story and how you started on your journey with the chakras.
With the chakra system, absolutely. I was totally new to chakras. I had heard the word, but connected it just with yoga, which I wasn't into at all either. And then I went into having a spontaneous Kundalini Awakening. And that just changed my life and flipped everything upside down into the dark night of the soul process, the massive purging. And I didn't know anything about spirituality specifically or Kundalini at all. And I didn't know anything about the chakra system. So, but then through my own awakening, the only treatments that were helpful were energy healing treatments. And that was the only thing that seemed to be working on healing my body, and any other kind of systems, my body was rejecting it. So I responded well to energy healing, and I learned some different healing modalities like Reiki that just opened up the channels. I felt like that was my kind of first initiation into energy healing work. And I just focused on just balancing my chakras every single day, multiple times a day, just to feel well. So it was just through life experience of trying to heal myself that I really learned a lot about the chakra system. And of course, then as you heal yourself, it opens up more and more channels of your own gifts and your own access to spirit and knowledge. And yeah, it just opens up a whole new reality.
Yeah. So I noticed in the Feminine Christ Sacred Nectar program that you run, you go into like the wound chakras. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, we have actually, we are stepping it more and more into our new earth body, the light body. We've really expanded out of the 7 chakra system now. And we're in the 12 and beyond chakra system. And my Sacred Nectar activation series actually came about as these old paradigms keep falling away and collapsing. These new opportunities of healing and energy templates keep it opening up and expanding. And that's just simply because we're shifting timelines. And the new timeline is the light body, the 12 strands, the DNA light body, and us being alchemical creators. And this is within ourselves. It's the Holy Grail. This is the biblical prophecy of the Holy Grail. The Bible is really, it's nothing to do with religion. It's the codex of our 12 strands of DNA. It's the return home to the light body. And it's an actual activation code if you read the Bible. From a neutral perspective and just download and receive. So this is what we've been doing. It's a quantum healing, and this is prophetically from our ancestors, prophetized for this time of awakening. And we are here to really bring forth Christ consciousness and these new chakras and our ability to create. So in New Earth, through the womb chakra, which is between the solar plexus and the sacral chakra. It's really the marriage of these two masculine and feminine power centers here that we birth and create through the womb chakra. Whether you're male or female, we all are activated to have the womb chakra. And this is how we create and manifest and birth. So the old chakra system and the old way of creating and manifesting, that's the old timeline and the old template. So we within ourselves are powerful alchemists. We're powerful creators. We create with God as our Godhead, as well as source. And this is what I'm supporting others return back home to and activate within themselves. And to get to this level of awakening and alchemy, we also have to remove the old genetic timeline, the old karma of the bloodline, and attachments to the chakras and these sorts of things as well. So it's a daily process, and it's continuously expanding because we are building and creating new earth together right now. And yes, so spirit works through us through our own womb chakra, and we can alchemate and co-create. And then we do that with a counterpart, a divine masculine and feminine Christ, sacred nectar. This is the Hieros Gamos. And I have another activation series, which is the next one after the sacred nectar, where we activate this powerful Holy Grail equation in the body. And this brings us to the tree of life chakra system as well. It opens up those channels. And then we also return home to an equivalent counterpart that also has the same hermetic knowledge and awareness and healing and expansion of the light body, that the masculine and the feminine in the physical can also merge in Hieros Gamos marriage and alchemically create together as a power couple as well. So this is part of the Holy Grail bloodline of new earth and the next generation children that are coming as well, these sorts of things. But we can all do this within ourselves with spirit. And so this is where it's all starting from with the Sacred Nectar series. It's really to, especially for women, to activate womb power and heal the womb as well from attachments and these sorts of things, and trauma, childhood trauma, sexual abuse, outside energies, just trying to drain, because that's our power center. It's really our life force energy creation ability.
Yes, it is. So what would be one of your favorite super quick chakra techniques that people could use to align their energies?
I really find it easy to just build that power center. I don't know if you've ever tried feeling the energy in between your palms of your hands and creating somewhat of an energy ball.
Yes.
And if you close your eyes and you can feel that magnetic pull in your palms and the energy bubble, you can just keep expanding and expanding that. You can do that also around the chakra. And so this is my quick way of just balancing myself. And it attunes you and aligns you to feeling the energy, feeling the chakras, balancing it out so you can balance it with your hands, and just it gives you that connection to your energy field. And that really opens up your own ability to connect with energy, manipulate energy, move the chakra, activate the chakra, cleanse and clear the chakra, ground it, whatever you need to do. So I do it mostly through the energy ball and technique, and then you can do distant healing on others in the same way, very easily, just by this energy technique with your hands.
Okay, so you just mentioned then about distance sort of energy. You can do that with the chakras as well?
Absolutely. Distance healing easily, just tapping in. We do this often. I do weekly readings and healings where we do these activations together as a tribe. And I'll do the chakra system on everyone who's listening, balancing the chakras, merging chakras, masculine and feminine, all these sorts of things. So you can do groups, you can do individual clients, you can heal the chakras of the planet. There's so many beautiful ways to use, and this is why it's good to practice on yourself and use this technique, because as you're doing that daily, it's just going to become simple for you to connect energetically to anything, really.
Yeah. Beautiful. So why do you think that the chakras have become more relevant with today's society?
New Earth in 5D and beyond, it's all about the light body and the energy body, and having that balance of the mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, and psychological body. So we've really been robbed of and blocked from accessing our own inherent abilities, our own energy, body, and temple. I think it's just activating in people their consciousness to desire to learn how to be more naturally healing themselves, holistic, and understanding that everything does start from the energy before it manifests in the physical. So it's extremely important in New Earth to start from that point of conception.
Thank you. And do you have any parting words for the audience that are listening today?
I would say to heal yourself, heal your mind, your consciousness, cleanse and purify the body as much as you can. And through doing your own self-work, you're really helping the planet. It's going to open up your own gifts naturally and connection to source spirit. And that's really our partnership. New Earth is really supported by your partnership with the Most High God and spirit. So if that's your focus and building that relationship and bringing that spirit into the flesh, that's my suggestion, because this is what's opening up the whole chakra system, the whole light body, and the New Earth superhuman template that's coming forth. We're turning into plasmic light bodies sooner than later. Yeah, for those that are ready to ascend into the light vehicle. So yeah, it's through the consciousness though. So it's really important to connect to spirit and build that relationship with God.
Yeah. And I notice, you know, with the chakras, it's all about connecting and everything. So what about connecting to like the Kundalini energy?
The life force energy, yeah. I refer to it more like the Holy Spirit. So this is the Shekinah frequency, the dove, and it's the Mother God template. So this is the frequency, the fire that comes through the body, and it's a feminine power. So that is the life force energy to tap into. And just naturally, if you want to awaken the Kundalini, it's the best thing to do is heal the chakra system, because what we're only really doing is creating the light body channel to be clear, so that this energy can flow up from below your feet, from the earth through you, and you're the conduit, and can come through the crown, and you can bring source heaven through you and bring that through you down to earth as well. And we can only do that when we have this clean, balanced, healthy chakra system, and removing attachments and these sorts of things from the chakras is extremely important. And that will automatically gradually awaken the Kundalini. You never want to rush into a Kundalini awakening. It's very difficult. I wouldn't wish it on anybody, to be honest. To go through what I went through is awful. So to have the most gentle, we're in a new timeline of New Earth, so it's a bit different than when I went through it in 2008. So it's easier, it's gentler, it's quicker now. But like the dark night of the soul, the karma clearing, the purging of the chakras, it can all be very intense and take a massive toll on your whole life if you go too quickly into it, where you're stuck in bed and you can't function. You don't want to be, and that can often happen if you go too quickly. You know, you want to have a gentle, gradual process, basically. It's through the chakra system, really, that, you know, and your desire to have the enlightenment. And that's what Kundalini Awakening is. It's enlightenment. So
yes, it is. Well, thank you, Caroline, for today. So how can everyone stay connected with you online and find out more about what you do?
Definitely check out my website. It's at 144godcode.com. And you can connect. I have a YouTube channel, a Vimeo channel. I do weekly content, weekly readings, weekly healings and activations, as well as activation series and newsletters, a bunch of information. You can source it all through my website or contact me on my website at 144godcode.com.
Well, thank you very much, Caroline, and for being with us today. And thank you to all the listeners listening.
Thank you so much. God bless.